Hello, my modern and unstoppable seniors. Have you ever stopped to think about how our lives change as we age? It's one of those things that no matter how many times we hear about it, the reality can still feel unexpected. As we reach our 70s and beyond, the world around us shifts, and with it, so do our social needs and expectations. Now, while we're constantly told about the importance of friendships and social connections, today, I want to share a perspective that might feel a bit different, but is just as important for your happiness and well-being. Why you don't actually need friends after 70. I know this might sound surprising, but stick with me. In today's video, we're going to explore 6 powerful reasons why embracing independence in your later years could lead to a more fulfilling and happier life. And don't worry, we're not talking about isolating yourself or cutting people off entirely. This is about understanding the value of solitude and how it can transform your life in ways you might never have imagined. If you're ready to dive in, let's get started. And don't forget to drop your age in the comments below. It's always a joy to see the wonderful range of wisdom in our community. We're often told that after 70, the key to happiness is in maintaining strong friendships and social networks. While those things can be important, I want to challenge that idea a little today. There's something so empowering about stepping into your own independence as you get older. It's a shift in mindset, not just a physical or social one. As we age, we tend to become more reflective about our lives, our decisions, and our personal values. At the heart of this reflection lies the deep need for independence, and embracing this can unlock a new sense of freedom and joy. Let's be real, social connections are great, but there's a lot to be said for the quiet comfort that comes from learning to live life on your own terms. So if you're someone who feels like they've outgrown certain friendships, or if you've become more comfortable with being alone, this video is for you. By the end, I'm confident you'll see how embracing independence can give you a new sense of peace, purpose, and control over your life. Now let's jump into our first key point, the value of solitude. The value of solitude. Many people feel anxious when they're alone. In fact, we've been conditioned to think that loneliness is a negative experience. But the truth is, solitude can be incredibly enriching. When we spend time alone, we have the unique opportunity for deeper self-reflection, personal growth, and self-discovery. It's when we're alone that we can really tune into our own thoughts and feelings without the distractions of external voices and influences. Think about it. As we get older, the hustle and bustle of life tends to quiet down. The kids have grown up, the career is winding down, and there's more space in our schedules. What's left? The chance to reconnect with ourselves. Solitude allows us to explore what truly matters to us, what makes us feel fulfilled, and what we want to focus on next in life. Whether it's diving into a hobby, picking up a new skill, or simply enjoying the peace that comes with a quiet afternoon, solitude helps us discover a new level of contentment that we often don't experience when we're constantly surrounded by other people. In this stage of life, solitude offers a space for you to be who you are, without the pressure of social expectations or the need to keep up with anyone else. This process of self-discovery can lead to profound personal growth and a much clearer understanding of what happiness looks like for you. You may start to realize that you're much more capable of creating joy within yourself than you might have thought. This is one of the first reasons why independence in later years is so empowering. It allows you to truly be yourself. You no longer have to be influenced by the opinions or needs of others. Instead, you get to spend your time in ways that bring you peace and fulfillment, whether that's in the comfort of your own home or exploring the world around you at your own pace. If you're enjoying this insight, don't forget to hit that like button. It's like giving us a virtual hug. Independence leads to more control over your time. Let's move on to our second key point. Independence allows for better control over your time and decisions. As we grow older, we may feel like we've done our share of pleasing others or adhering to external obligations. We've put in the work, raised families, contributed to society, and now it's our time to live life on our own terms. This newfound independence comes with a beautiful benefit: the ability to choose how you spend your days. No more calendar packed with appointments, obligations, or social expectations that you feel obligated to attend. You get to decide what's important to you, whether that's taking a nap in the afternoon, reading a book, or trying something new like painting or gardening. The freedom to live on your own terms is incredibly empowering. When you embrace independence, you're also saying yes to a more flexible lifestyle. You have the autonomy to make decisions based solely on your own desires, not influenced by the needs of others. This freedom can be especially satisfying when it comes to how you spend your time. Do you want to go for a long walk in nature, or do you prefer a quiet evening with a movie? Do you want to socialize or simply enjoy a peaceful moment at home? The choice is yours, and that's a big part of why living independently in your later years can be such a fulfilling experience. You're the one in control, and that sense of control is key to maintaining a sense of purpose and happiness. Forming stronger connections with yourself. Now, let's talk about our third key point. Independence allows you to form stronger connections with yourself. When you're not constantly focused on keeping up with social commitments or worrying about what others think of you, you can develop a deeper sense of mental clarity. This sense of peace comes from knowing that you are enough. You don't need to rely on external validation to feel fulfilled. By spending more time alone, you create a stronger connection with yourself. You begin to realize that your worth doesn't depend on having a full social calendar or a list of friends to keep you company. Instead, your self-worth comes from within. It's about accepting yourself as you are and recognizing your own strength, wisdom, and experiences. And that's when the true sense of peace starts to settle in. By embracing your independence, you also open the door to greater mental clarity. Without the clutter of external distractions, you can focus on what truly matters. You may find that your thoughts become sharper, your goals clearer, and your emotional well-being stronger. This clarity is empowering, allowing you to live your life with a sense of purpose and contentment that you may have never experienced before. Now that we've covered the value of solitude, the control over your time, and the deeper connection with yourself, you can start to see how living independently can be a game changer. Remember, it's not about cutting ties with others or avoiding relationships altogether. It's about giving yourself the freedom to focus on what's best for you. If this resonates with you, make sure to hit that like button. It really helps me know what content you love and keeps me bringing you more valuable insights. And don't forget to share this video with someone who might benefit. So far, we've discussed how independence can foster a deeper connection with yourself, give you more control over your time, and lead to a peaceful, fulfilling life. But there's so much more to uncover. In this segment, we're going to dive into how embracing independence can actually improve your physical health, enhance the quality of your relationships, and help you pursue your passions with joy. By now, you're probably starting to see that independence doesn't just mean being alone. It's about choosing how you want to live and what's most important to you. If you're ready to dive into these next key points, let's jump right in. Fourth key point: embracing independence helps you maintain better physical health. One of the most underrated aspects of independence, especially in our later years, is its direct impact on physical health. Have you ever felt the stress and pressure of trying to keep up with social obligations, whether it's maintaining a busy calendar, attending parties, or feeling the need to be on for others? All of these things can take a toll on our bodies, And as we age, stress has an even more pronounced effect, making it harder to stay physically healthy. When you embrace independence, you naturally reduce the amount of external pressure in your life. The stress that often accompanies social events or obligations can have negative effects on your physical health, from raising blood pressure to disrupting sleep patterns. But when you're living independently and making decisions based on your own needs, you free yourself from these pressures. Without the constant push to be everywhere at once, you can prioritize rest, self-care, and your overall well-being. Think about how much better you feel when you can relax without the looming anxiety of keeping up with others. By choosing how and when you interact with the world, you create a rhythm that's more aligned with your personal needs. The result? You're less likely to overexert yourself, and your health will benefit from the freedom to focus on your physical needs. Whether it's engaging in gentle exercise like walking or yoga, spending time outdoors, or just taking time for relaxation, being independent allows you to make decisions that prioritize your health over social pressure. Ultimately, by embracing independence, you're able to listen to your body more effectively, which leads to better physical health. And that's a gift you can continue to enjoy as you age. Fifth key point: the importance of setting boundaries. Setting boundaries is something we don't always talk about enough, but it's crucial when it comes to maintaining your sense of self in later years. As we age, we often find ourselves surrounded by a lifetime of relationships, family, friends, neighbors, and acquaintances. While these relationships are important, the ability to set healthy boundaries is equally vital for your well-being. Embracing independence gives you the power to set clear boundaries in your personal life. And I'm not just talking about saying no to things you don't want to do, although that's definitely part of it. Setting boundaries also means deciding how much time and energy you're willing to invest in certain relationships, and recognizing when it's time to step back and take care of yourself. The beauty of independence is that it allows you to say yes only to the things and people that genuinely bring joy and fulfillment into your life. With clear boundaries, you're not constantly feeling drained by social obligations or by trying to please others. Instead, when you do connect with people, the interactions are more meaningful and fulfilling. You'll find that your relationships become more balanced because you're able to engage in them from a place of strength and self-respect. Healthy boundaries don't just protect your time and energy, they also allow you to engage in relationships where mutual respect and understanding thrive. Whether it's with family members, friends, or neighbors, setting boundaries ensures that you're not overextending yourself and can invest your energy in relationships that bring positive outcomes. And let me tell you, the older we get, the more we realize how important it is to protect our energy. Setting these boundaries is one of the most empowering aspects of independence, and it leads to healthier, more fulfilling connections with others. Sixth key point: the freedom to pursue passions and hobbies. As we age, many of us find that we have more time on our hands. And while this can sometimes bring about feelings of uncertainty or boredom, it also opens up incredible opportunities to explore new hobbies or revisit old passions. But the freedom to truly dive into these passions often requires a certain level of independence, free from the pressures or expectations of others. When you embrace your independence after 70, you gain the freedom to pursue whatever interests you without the influence of what others think or want. Whether it's picking up a new hobby like painting, gardening, or playing an instrument, or rekindling an old passion like writing, the choice is yours. You can dedicate as much or as little time as you want to these activities, and you get to decide what truly brings you joy. One of the most rewarding aspects of independence is how it allows you to reclaim parts of yourself that may have been set aside during busier periods of life. Perhaps you've always wanted to learn a new language, take up photography, or simply spend more time in nature. Whatever it is, independence gives you the freedom to follow those desires and cultivate a sense of personal satisfaction that may have been elusive in earlier years. But what's even more beautiful is the sense of fulfillment that comes from pursuing your passions without the need for external validation. When you're independent, you're not doing things to impress others or meet societal expectations. You're doing them because they bring you joy and satisfaction. This is incredibly freeing and can lead to a richer, more vibrant life. Whether you're taking a class, volunteering for a cause you care about, or simply enjoying quiet moments doing something you love. Pursuing your passions is a direct path to greater happiness. And in a time of life when many people may feel like they're running out of opportunities, embracing independence opens up a world of possibility for self-expression, creativity, and personal growth. I hope you can begin to see how embracing independence after 70 can lead to profound benefits for your physical health, relationships, and personal joy. It's not about withdrawing from the world. It's about choosing to live life on your terms without the pressures that can often come from social expectations or obligations. By reducing stress, setting healthy boundaries, and giving yourself the freedom to follow your passions, you open up a new chapter in your life filled with possibilities. Independence doesn't just give you freedom, it gives you power. Power over your time, your health, and your happiness. And that, my friends, is a beautiful thing. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like and share it with your fellow seniors who could benefit from this empowering perspective. And stay tuned for the final part, where we'll explore even more ways embracing independence can transform your later years into some of the best years of your life. So far, we've covered how embracing independence helps with self-reflection, maintaining physical health, setting boundaries, and pursuing passions. But now, it's time to wrap everything up and reflect on how all of this can bring about a richer, more fulfilling life. Living independently in later years isn't just about avoiding social obligations or living a solitary life. It's about taking control of your well-being, shaping your environment, and making choices that align with your deepest values. The beauty of this journey is that it gives you the power to craft a life that brings you peace, joy, and clarity, regardless of age. Let's quickly revisit what we've learned so far. Throughout this series, we've seen that embracing independence can provide a deep sense of fulfillment, not just in terms of physical health, but also in how you relate to others and yourself. By taking control over your time and decisions, you create a lifestyle that aligns with your values. This ultimately leads to a more empowered and fulfilling life. One of the most significant benefits of independence is the opportunity to prioritize your own well-being. You have the ability to choose how you spend your time, whether it's focusing on your health, relationships, or personal passions. The more you embrace this freedom, the more you will find that your life becomes simpler, more peaceful, and filled with purpose. Independence also allows you to foster a deeper connection with yourself. By embracing solitude, you open the door to self-reflection, personal growth, and self-discovery. This isn't about being alone in a lonely way, but about being in tune with your own needs and desires, which in turn can lead to greater peace and clarity. As we age, it becomes all the more important to have these quiet moments where you can process your thoughts, reflect on your journey, and make intentional choices. Furthermore, when you set boundaries with others, you're better able to create meaningful and fulfilling relationships. Relationships, after all, are meant to nourish us, and by setting clear boundaries, you ensure that they do just that. It's not about distancing yourself from others, but rather about ensuring that your interactions are healthy and enriching, without draining your energy. Lastly, embracing your independence opens up space for you to pursue your passions. Whether it's learning something new, rediscovering old hobbies, or simply enjoying quiet moments doing what you love, the opportunities are endless when you take ownership of your time. The freedom to follow your own path brings personal satisfaction and joy, making each day feel like a new adventure. As we've discussed, embracing independence after 70 is all about empowerment. It's about finding your voice, creating your own rhythms and living life in a way that brings you peace and fulfillment. Final tip: independence is about creating a richer, more meaningful life. As we conclude this journey, it's important to emphasize one final tip. Embracing your independence is not about avoiding relationships, but rather about creating a richer, more meaningful life. Independence doesn't mean cutting yourself off from others. Instead, it means choosing how and when you engage with others in a way that benefits your well-being. It's about quality, not quantity. Being independent gives you the freedom to surround yourself with people who genuinely uplift you, while also giving you the space to develop a deeper connection with yourself. You'll find that your relationships become more authentic and meaningful when you're living from a place of strength and clarity. Independence allows you to create a life that feels purposeful and fulfilling, whether that's through your passions, your health, or the connections you nurture. It's not about isolation, it's about liberation, and that's the true power of embracing independence. I would love to hear your thoughts and experiences on this topic, my unstoppable seniors. How have you embraced independence in your own life, and what positive changes have you experienced as a result? Have you found that prioritizing your own well-being has improved your relationships, health, or personal satisfaction? I encourage you to share your stories and insights in the comments below. Let's start a conversation and inspire others to live their best lives in their later years. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it with others who might benefit from this empowering message. And of course, make sure to subscribe so you can continue receiving more tips and guidance on living your best life after 70. Together, we'll keep embracing independence and creating lives full of joy, purpose, and connection. Thank you so much for watching, my amazing seniors.